Welcome back to It's Chow Time Pod. It's your host Red. I got a video today. It's a bit emotional. It's about paternity fraud and paternity court. A lot of men go through this trying to figure out if it's their child or not. Some men go through most of their life, that child's life, not even knowing that it's their child. It's just ridiculous that women are able to do some of these things, and the court system kind of helps defend them a little bit too. So please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that, and let's get to the chow. It's chow time.
Did you break up during the pregnancy?
We just separated before the pregnancy. We got back together. We were always on and off again, so the timeline is a little sketchy, but we did break up several times. But the bottom line is we never stopped having sex throughout this entire thing.
You want to ask her this. If I'm the father of Taylor Rose, why did I find that paperwork that says 6 weeks?
So you obviously waited some time before you even told him you were pregnant.
I did.
And his point is if the hospital has informed you you're pregnant and we are engaged and going to be married, what reason would you have not to tell me if it is undoubtedly my child?
These are things that men have to think about. You know, it's sad to say. Paternity fraud only happens to men, right? It can't happen to the mother just because the mother literally gave birth to that child. So, just these little nuances in her pregnancy and not telling him right away and stuff. Men have to be so aware of these little nuances. It's crazy.
I just wanted to have time. I had just graduated. I just wanted to have time for myself to see what my options were before I had him do this, do this, do this. So once I did make the decision to keep the child, I brought it to him. You know, I was very afraid. Like I said,
what she's saying is perfectly reasonable too, tell you the truth. I think it's reasonable for her to wait a little bit because, yeah, she's probably contemplating on what the hell she's going to do with this
graduated.
information.
My life is just beginning to take off. I did not know if I wanted to take on the stress or hardship of being a parent at that time.
Just because you were still having sex with him doesn't, of course, change the fact that you could have been having sex with somebody else. Was there someone else that you were dating or seeing?
Not before I was pregnant, no.
But after you were pregnant, there was?
Yes.
Sounds a little iffy.
So who were you with when you gave birth to Taylor?
He came up to the hospital. He caused a dramatic scene.
What happened at the hospital?
He cursed me out. He said how he was never going to sign that birth certificate because my daughter wasn't a twin. He knew that the child was not his. I'm a cheating.
At the hospital you just had the baby?
I just had my child.
That's not 100% true.
The security had to remove him.
No, I left on my own, Your Honor.
So wait a minute, Mr. Scott. You went up, you looked at the baby, and just got infuriated and enraged?
I did, Your Honor.
Basically.
What I'm trying to understand is that were you there for the actual birth? As like, this is my child? So you weren't. You came up there after.
After, and I honestly feel like, even though he tried to deny this, I really feel like he came up there.
She didn't even call and tell me that she was in the hospital.
Your testimony, Mr. Scott, that Ms. Graham has said to you in your face, you are not the father.
Yes, plenty of times.
Any evidence of your doubt?
Yes, I was paying daycare. This one particular day, her mom could not pick up Taylor, so she called and said, hey, could you go get Taylor? And I was like, sure. So I goes and I get Taylor, and as I went to pay daycare that particular day, and the daycare lady was like, hold up, her dad already paid daycare for this week.
Ms. Graham, who paid the daycare?
First of all, he paid the daycare this one time that he's referring to.
That's not true.
There was, as I told you, when I was pregnant, I did start seeing someone shortly, and he did pay the daycare several times. He came this one time when...
This guy was introduced as Taylor's father to the daycare.
The daycare provider didn't know who...
See, the crazy thing is, this particular man doesn't even know what all of these things are going on between the daughter and stuff and this other man. He only finds out when he goes to daycare.
the father was.
No, the whole point is who's the daddy that paid the daycare?
Thank you, Your
That's
Honor.
what I'm trying to
Thank
ask.
you,
Who
Your
is
Honor.
this
Thank you,
person?
When he does, it's my ex. When he does not.
So it is your ex.
Yes. When he does not step up, he does come in and do things that I need.
Wait, is there any possibility?
Just the thing, man. Stop putting your penis into these type of women. Like, come on, guys. We need better. Just be better. Like, come on, man.
That this ex could be Taylor's biological father?
Yes. See, she questioning herself. Look, why are you contradicting yourself?
I'm not contradicting. Do you know what contradiction
Well, you
is?
hesitated to answer the question.
When it comes to 4-year-old Taylor Graham, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Scott, you are not the father.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well,
Did you break up during the pregnancy?
I mean, he was somewhat lucky in a sense, right? He kind of knew it wasn't his child somewhat, and you know, he wasn't really wanting the child. It affects differently when you actually think it's your child and it ends up not being your child too. So
Washing the dishes.
What are you doing?
I'm recording you.
I see that. Did you put her to sleep?
Yeah, I did.
You did good. She has such a good birthday.
little background. They have a 3-year-old daughter together. It's the daughter's birthday today.
She did.
You're such a great dad.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not done passing out gifts either.
A gift for me? Vernon, you didn't have to do that. It's not my birthday.
Such a great mom.
Oh, thank you.
I
Oh,
had to.
it's heavy. Ooh, I'm
You're
excited.
gonna love it.
What is it?
Open it up.
Oh my God, you are such an amazing man, I tell you.
Open.
Oh my God. Ooh, it's that kind of night, ain't it? My favorite wine?
You're gonna love it. It goes with the gift.
Ooh, Pinot Noir. Mwah. I can't wait to sip on this. Thank you, babe. Oh, here we go, here we go. I'm excited. It better be the necklace I wanted.
You guys hear that? It better be the necklace I wanted. Women are so ungrateful and so entitled.
You know I've been wanting that for a long time. Another bag. You're so tricky, I tell you. Babe, really? What is this? Oh, man. Duct tape, really?
They ran out.
You're such an amazing...
I gotta say, this man is handling it very, very well, by the way, man. When this type of shit happens to you, you need to be calm, cool, collective, and do not do anything you might want regrets.
An amazing
They
rapper.
ran out. I'm sorry.
An envelope? What could this be? What could this be? Pape? This better be a ticket to Dubai for 2 weeks.
From a necklace to this better be a trip to Dubai for 2 weeks. God damn. Women.
Straight, round trip. Because you know I've been wanting to go to Dubai.
Open it up. Yeah, read it.
Ooh, she knows exactly what it is.
What is this?
You know what it is? I just want you to know that I know. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why did you do this tonight out of all nights? Why?
So I wanted you to know that I know Nevaeh is not mine. I've had doubts. So
What
I went and got a
doubts?
DNA test. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Look at her still like, what doubts? Like, that literally, you're in your hand proves everything. Doesn't matter if he was doubtful or not. The results are there.
Why would you do this? She loves
Gaslighting.
you though. Why would you do this?
She's not my daughter. Why would you do this? Why would you cheat?
I didn't cheat.
Why would you cheat on me?
I didn't.
That's proof right there. DNA test. Nevaeh is not my daughter.
Gaslighting.
But babe, really? Out of all days, you had 3 years to give this to me. Now you want to give this to me?
All right, listen.
That's the thing. Men don't know. He had 3 years to give it to you? No, he had his doubts and he had to be sure. Like, he can't just go up to you, I think I have my doubts, and what are you going to do? Tear him up. You know, like, he needed to get solid proof.
You and Nevaeh got to the end of the month to get out of my house.
How he's handling is
You're kidding, right?
very,
I'm not
very
kidding.
good.
But that's
You
your
and
daughter.
your daughter had to the end of the month to get out of my house.
But that's
Kelly.
your daughter.
It's not my daughter, Kelly.
Yes, it is.
Paperwork says it's not my daughter.
Why would you do this?
I am not the father.
No. Stop, babe. Can we just talk?
Washing the dishes?
I say props to this man. He handled it like a G, you know, super calm, filmed everything, you know, laid down the facts, laid down the law. You know, you need to leave by the end of the month. I'm not telling you to leave now. I'm being a little least respectful that giving you some time, but yeah, it is what it is. You cheated on me, and like, you get the consequences.
Ms. Renfro, you claim you are 100% certain that the defendant is the father of your 6-month-old son, Kendall. You say Kendall was born with a serious medical condition and believe it was genetically passed down by the defendant. And that's why today's paternity results are critical. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Toozy, you are certain you are not her child's biological father and say the truth will be revealed today. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you intimate with anybody else during the window of time when Kendall was conceived?
No, Your Honor.
Are you sure of that?
Yes, I'm 100% sure. I know who my kids belong to. I don't just lay down with everybody.
Just remember that. She didn't lay down with anybody. She's 100% sure, man.
I don't sleep with everybody unprotected. And when I do have sex with people...
Then why would you have another guy signing the birth certificate?
Because he's been there. Like, he took on that role. He wanted... That was his choice. That was
Hold on,
his
so
decision.
Ms. Renfro, you had another person sign the birth certificate?
My ex. My ex signed the birth certificate. He's still in my child's life. He still takes my son to the doctors.
Is your ex in the child's life because he could potentially be the biological father as well?
No, he loves my son.
It has been determined.
It's just the gaslighting and the BS that women spout to men about these things.
By this court. Mr. Toozy, you are not the father.
Oops.
Told you!
Look at her. Oops.
Miss
Oops. This is how women literally feel. Oops. I ruined your life. Oops. I took how much ever child support from you. Oops. You're like, oh, oops. I made you think that this was your child for 3 years and you took care of it and loved it. Now it's not yours. Like, come on, women.
Renfro,
Be better.
Yes, ma'am.
that's not your child's biological father.
That's fine. That is fine. I'm okay with that.
Do you know who is?
Yes, ma'am. If he wasn't the father, then yes, ma'am, I know.
Hold on. No.
100% that she didn't cheat on him and didn't sleep with anybody else. But as soon as he's not the father, she knows exactly who the father is. Fucking bullshit.
No.
You asked, I answered.
Look, little smart mouth. No, hold on. Because you done got on my
A lot of women have this smart ass mouth. Like, it needs to get slapped. Seriously.
nerves now. Because you got a smart mouth, but you're not smart enough to know when you're lying. Sitting up trying to pin a baby on a man. Hold on, I'm talking now. Since all you can do is shrug your shoulders, stay silent. Because you were so dramatic about how Mr. Toozy had never done anything. Oh, and you cried. Hold on. You cried yourself a river in this courtroom, baby. All the time, never testifying to the whole truth. And that's wrong. And that's what you need to change in this moment. All that smirking and all that little smart mouth nonsense, you know where it got you? It got you where you don't know definitively who your child's biological father is. And if you do know who he is, you set up and wasted everybody else's time.
No, I didn't waste nobody's time.
No. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Okay.
You can run your mouth all you want, but your jig is up. Ms. Renfro.
And they wonder why men don't want to get married and are worried about these types of things. Like, women literally just want to take advantage of men in any way possible.
Mr. Richardson, you are the father.
I wanted to do this one because it's the opposites of the other one.
You really didn't know? This is what I'm talking about.
This man didn't know he had a kid, and he fought to find his child. So the other side of this is women knowing that it's their that it's that man's child, and not giving him a chance to be a father. And a lot of women want to say fathers are deadbeats and men are deadbeat fathers, but a lot of stories go like this, where he would have been more than willing to take care of his child. He just never knew about his child.
In the case of Brooks versus Gooley, when it comes to 18-year-old Demarion McDonald, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Brooks, you are his father.
All right.
Look how happy this man is. Look at him. 18 years of this man's life he did not get to spend with his child. He fought to get this. Look at how happy he is. And women want to take this away from men and, put this bad light on men. Men love their children too. They love them just as much as you as a mother. Like, it took two to create that person, right? So it would be logical that both parents loved that child equally. Look how emotional he is. Look how happy the son is.
How's it feel?
Great.
Look at my boy.
Look how proud this man is of his son.
It's my boy.
Right? How can women watch this and say that men are just like complete trash? This man did not take care of his child for 18 years. He didn't really see his child, didn't spend time with his child. Look, and even though he didn't, at 18 years later, look how much he loves his child. Look at it.
Feels good, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You feel real good.
This makes me happy. I love seeing these ones.
Oh, God. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, man.
That's why we're here. This is why we love to come to work every day, right, Jerome?
Absolutely.
Miss Gooley, are you happy for your son?
Yes, I am.
Good.
I'm more happy for Fred.
She does look genuinely happy for
A
Fred.
lot of the anger I saw in your eyes when I read the result, I could see that kind of melt away.
He's my friend.
I think that is such a great way to start. I say it all the time, your past does not have to define you, it can refine you. Meaning, you can use all of your experiences, hurt, pain, mistakes, ups, downs, mishaps. Use all of that to create a new life.
Yeah, it's
I know
called
that you can do
grit,
this.
people.
I see you're already doing
You
it.
need it to
You
survive
too.
in this world.
And I know you are too, Demarion. I'm proud of you. You're a strong young man. You stood up in this courtroom.
I agree. This young man came in the courtroom, testified, and, he wanted to know who his father was. Kudos to this man. Most young men just don't think of these things, I think, especially when they weren't raised with their fathers.
And you got the truth you needed. I hope you enjoy having your father in your life and your mother. And I hope you get to spend a lot of quality time with them to make up for the lost time. And I hope you know how very blessed you are to have two people that no matter what the distance between you, the miles, you were never forgotten and you were always loved. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
I wish you the best of luck. Court is adjourned.
I mean, the man said it like that's his only blood, his only family. Some men are very lonely in life, and that child is is literally their anchor to this world. Like, I feel like that is how it is for my father. After my mother passed, my father seems to like, he was kind of retired and wasn't really doing much anymore. But recently he just bought a new business and started up again. And he's realizing that he's working hard again so his kids can, be okay. Don't take fathers for granted. Women, men, like, your father is a big deal in your life. Even your mother, and like, my mother wasn't the greatest of mothers, and my father probably wasn't the greatest of fathers, but they tried their best. And I think we have to kind of see that too, right? Yes, maybe the things they did not resonate correctly with society or whatever it is, but they weren't doing it out of malice. Majority of parents, right? There are bad parents out there. I'm not saying there isn't. And there's bad fathers out there. I'm not saying there isn't either. But when you see videos like this, and then when even look at each of our own fathers and mothers, you can tell that they are quite different people. They raised you differently, and you need both of them. This is what society is all about, is being raised by both of your parents. This is what made society to where it is now. It's a solid family foundation. So I hope you guys like that, chow. My last one was a little emotional, but I mean, like, I started it off with the men that were truly like, kind of happy that it wasn't their child, and then the man that was kind of upset and raised a child for 3 years, and then you kind of go on just the different stories and the different types, the archetypes of single fatherhood in just this one little video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, let's discuss about this. I love discussion, especially about this particular topic. Let's talk about our fathers. We really take them for granted. So please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that. And it's chow time.